Here's what we're buzzing about at NewsBeast. Tim Tebow for president? Some people say he's quarterbacking the nation, but all I know is that was one hell of a game winner the other night. But first, we've got New Hampshire and a whole lot of other stuff going on with Rebecca Dana and Andrew Romano. Hello. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday.
John. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for bringing us in early this morning.
Seriously.
Yeah, I thank you very much for accommodating weird flight schedules. Andrew, what you got on your cheat today?
My cheat is the 1-year anniversary of the Tucson shooting of Gabby Giffords. She went back to the Safeway where the incident occurred. They held a vigil for the victims, and it's sort of a inspiring story because we've seen how far she's come and that she's made a recovery, not a full recovery, but a remarkable recovery. And it's a sad story too because you thought at the time when this happened that there might be a conversation about some of these gun laws, the fact that people can get extended magazines and shoot off more rounds, in a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
It contributed to that, and the fact that there's no national database, there's no sort of way to make sure that people who are mentally ill or have a history of violence can't get guns at gun shows, and otherwise that never happens. So,
Rebecca, what you got?
I'm interested in this draft Hillary for Veep movement that we've seen crop up, particularly over the weekend. First, as you pointed out, there was the Doug Schoen-led two-man campaign, as far as I can tell, to get her to primary Obama. And now Bill Keller is writing in the Times today, echoing the sentiments of others who'd like to see Joe Biden replaced with Hillary Clinton and Hillary thereby set up to be potentially a Cheney-like Veep character who actually runs things from behind the scenes, or more explicitly, we had a sort of creepy period in American history, but or more explicitly set her up for 2016 to be the candidate.
Andrew, doesn't this just seem sort of like not quite sure what I'm going to write about today. How about this is on the shelf? Like it's floating around out there.
People like reading about it too. I mean, there's
yeah.
all those Hillary fans who were passionate in 2008. They wanted to come
When you
back.
set aside reality entirely, it's a really fun thing to talk about.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah. And what would have happened if we'd gone with her instead of Obama?
And it's look. I mean, I still there's a slight chance that it could happen in some, but
I think there's a chance
so
it could
premature,
happen.
and I don't think anybody. I think we're wasting time fantasizing about it because it's easy to categorize.
It's amazing, if someone had hopped in a time machine in 1996, transported to 2011 to see Hillary being talked about as a unifying figure who could bring everyone together.
Insane.
A lot has really changed.
Speaking about attempts at being a unifying figure, New Hampshire, you had John Huntsman have a great debate performance yesterday. Mitt Romney still in pole position, taking a lot of fire. Obviously, the primary's tomorrow. This is the one where independents get to vote. There was a great Gallup poll just today showing that for the first time in the Gallup poll, 40% of Americans identify as independent. This is very gratifying for me in particular. But this is, I'm
not sure that that's like an active decision, and I think it's more just like, not that guy, not that guy, not any of these guys.
Who doesn't hate both parties?
But it's a proactive rejection of both parties. That's clearly what it is.
Which is what you're campaigning for all these many days.
I just say that, look, the more polarized they get, the more irrelevant they become. But here we got New Hampshire. What's fascinating to me, Andrew, is you got Romney doing pretty well.
Andrew, man, I'm here too.
You're here too, and it's just he's a political
guy.
Don't put
baby in a corner.
I would never put baby in a corner. Paul and Huntsman fighting over the independents. They've got no obvious overlap, and they're fighting between each other. I just because I think they're fighting over that 42%.
Yeah. Well, independents are not monolithic group. They're the independents who you might find Paul appealing. They just reject both parties, but they're libertarian. They're further to the right, and they're independents who are in the middle who might find Huntsman more appealing.
I don't want to put baby in a corner. Do you
No, I'd rather just go to Tebow.
Let's go to Tebow then, because this was awesome. This was the most incredible.
I was off my couch yesterday.
Yeah. And there was much screaming and shouting in the Avlon Hoover household because Margaret is from Denver, my wife, and it was just awesome. Oh, it was just, but come on. His fourth quarter comebacks are unbelievable.
It's
and generally he's not a great passer, right? He runs the ball. He's tough.
Right.
But this is making some agnostics believe in God.
People really do see, and they find in him, whether it's there or not, all the things that are missing from so many of our public figures right now. Even Lady Gaga tweeted about how much she loves Tebow, and he is in many ways a blank canvas because we don't know anything about him. We know he's an evangelical Christian. We know he's a 24-year-old virgin. We know he keeps winning these games.
I'm not buying that.
We believe we're led to believe that he's a 24-year-old virgin, but he otherwise, he's he's not in politics, he's in football, so it's very easy to graft a lot of the
but
stuff on him.
I think the reason why you keep hearing people talk about him maybe as a political figure is that in this election, we're really not seeing much energy around evangelical Christianity,
That's true.
unlike previous elections.
Passion,
And
principle,
I think
yeah.
there are people who that's still their motivating force, and a lot of that energy is going to idolize.
Yeah, and
All I know is if Lady Gaga and Tim Tebow can come together, our nation is not that divided. I'm feeling pretty good about the future. Final word, Andrew.
What GB squared? Isn't that Tebow's motto? Go Broncos, God bless. GB squared.
Oh, nice.
I like
it.
that. I like that. All right.
It's the first sort of equation we've had as the last word. I'm going to go with prayer.
All right. I'm going Gaga Tebow unity ticket.
That's one word.
You
I do the hyphens.
cheating
I feel good about
That's
the
There's
not
hyphens
a
in-
hyphen.
GB squared is itself.